Hello, I'm Hailianna Grace, and welcome to day 15 of Begin Again, your 28-day yoga journey. Today's theme is powerful, so whenever you're ready, come and meet me on your mat. To begin in today's class, we'll start in a lying down position, extending the feet out straight and long, and gently lowering ourselves down onto the mat. You can adjust to the shoulder blades so they're gliding down the back, and your palms can face up here, letting the feet fall away from one another. And you can close the eyes if you like, as we start to tune into the breath and shift our gaze inwards. And we can start on working to lengthen the breath, the inhales and the exhales, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Feeling the belly and the chest rise, and on the exhale, feeling your low back sink deeper towards the earth. And today's theme is powerful. So during today's tougher poses, we can think of the affirmation, I am powerful. And just repeat that to yourself. You can think it or whisper it softly. I am powerful. Knowing that whatever comes your way today on the mat and off the mat, you can handle it, you are strong. And as you're ready, you can start to open the eyes if they were closed. Wiggle the fingers and toes just to bring some movement into the body. And if your palms are face up, you can flip them to face down now, grounding in with all four corners of the palms, even the fingers. And we're going to start getting into some ab work. So on your next inhale, lift both legs up, strong and straight, flexing into the feet. Staying here for a moment, really pressing the low back into the mat, rounding through the spine, so that you're really engaging through the core. And this might be enough for you. You can hang out here working on this already tough abdominal work posture. But if you're starting to feel curious and you feel you could go further, you can start moving the right leg down and back up, left leg down, back up. And on the exhale, you lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And just walking like this with your own breath. And you don't have to go too low. You can go as far as you like. And you'll already feel a burning in the core here. I know I do. Keeping the legs nice and strong. And as you're ready, bend in the feet. Place the soles of the feet on the mat, and maybe you swing your knees side to side, feeling a bit of a stretch now in the core. And you can say to yourself again, I am powerful. We warmed up the belly a little bit. And as you're ready, keeping this bend in the knees, start to lift yourself up onto your forearms and up with your hands, And we'll start to go into something called a deer pose. Taking the left shin to be parallel with the top of the mat and bringing the right leg out to the side so your thigh is parallel to the top of the mat as best as you can. And we'll stay here up on the hands, or you can start to lower down. Whatever feels comfortable for you. You'll feel a nice long stretch in the right psoas muscle, front of the hip. Taking deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the nose. We'll take 2 more breaths like that. And on your next inhale, walk yourself up onto your hands if you were lower, and bring your feet to the center, and then bring the left leg down to the right or to the left, and the right leg out front, lining yourself up again so the thigh is parallel with the top of the mat and the right shin is parallel. Deep breath in, and on the exhale you can walk the hands down if you'd like, feeling that psoas stretch in the left side now. 3 full breaths here. And on your next inhale, gently press yourself up. And we'll move the legs to the left, coming into an all fours position. Shoulders directly over wrists, hips over knees. And we'll flow through a few cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. And exhale, round through the spine, pressing into the tops of the feet. Dip the chin into the chest. Inhale, come forward. Collarbones are moving back in space. Exhale, round. And you can do this a few more times with your own breath. We're just warming up the spine. Really press into the palms and the fingers, gripping the mat. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine. And we're going to open up to the right, shifting our right foot over to the right a little bit, keeping that knee grounded. We're going to extend the left leg back, coming onto the side of that left foot, pressing into the outer edge of it. And we'll inhale the left arm high to the sky, coming into this side plank variation. The right palm is directly underneath the right shoulder. And we're staying firm in the core, keeping the ribs nice and closed, not jutting out forward. Keep the spine slightly rounded to engage the core. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And on the next inhale, place the left palm back down onto the mat. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral spine, and we'll set up to go onto the left side for that plank. So extending the right leg down, pressing into the outer edge of that foot, letting the left foot move over to the left side, and inhale the right arm up to the sky. Almost creating a roundness in the spine to engage the core muscles. Then maybe you gaze up at the palm, really pressing into the outer edge of that right foot. Making sure that you're Left palm is directly underneath your left shoulder. And on your next exhale, come back to tabletop, and you can flow through a set of cat-cow here. And on the next inhale, curl the back toes under, lengthen your stance a little bit, and exhale, lift your hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Feet or hips width apart, palms or shoulders width wide, fingers are spread, biceps are in line with the ears, and your heart is pressing forward towards the thighs. Deep breaths here. You can pedal out the legs. Warming up our hamstrings. Inhale, shift your weight forward into the palms, coming into plank pose, drop the hips. Deep breath in. And exhale, maybe lower the knees or lower down in one straight line onto your belly. Untuck the back toes, and we'll do some baby cobras here, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, engaging in the legs so much so that your kneecaps are lifted. Inhale, heart and hands lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. And last one. Inhale, rise. Maybe hold for a second more. Pressing those tops of the feet into the mat. And exhale, release. Curl the back toes under and gently press yourself up into downward facing dog again. Pedaling out the legs a little more. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. You can keep taking your dog for a walk or stay here in stillness, keeping a slight bend in the knees to create space in the low back. And just reflecting on our affirmation today, maybe you tell yourself, I am powerful once more. On your next inhale, look to the hands and walk your feet to them. Bending in the knees as much as you need to. Feet or hips width apart, pointing forward. Inhale your halfway lift. Shoulders gliding down the back. And exhale, fold. And grab onto opposite elbows, letting the crown of the head face the mat, completely releasing in the neck, and just swaying side to side gently and slowly. And don't forget to breathe. Whenever you're ready, find stillness and inhale your halfway lift again. And this time we'll bend in the knees, coming down into a seat. And we'll lift the feet immediately if you can, making our shins parallel with the earth, pointing in the toes or flexing, completely up to you. Coming back on sort of the back end of the sits bones, lifting your spine up, staying tall, drawing your shoulders down the back, holding on to the backs of the knees, backs of the thighs. Shavasana pose. And if you'd like, you can maybe extend the arms out alongside the shins. If not, you can keep holding the backs of the thighs. Nothing wrong with that. Taking full breaths here. And if you have your arms out or on the backs of the thighs, you can maybe try tapping the feet down and lifting them up here. Squeezing in the core. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And if you're feeling like you could handle a little bit more and you're wanting a bit more fire today, you can inhale, lower down, low boat, and exhale, lift. This is a very intense one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And when you're lowering, you're keeping your feet up off the mat and keeping your shoulder blades and neck and head off the mat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more. Good work. And you can release the feet down. Maybe give yourself a hug here. Wrapping your arms around your knees. And letting the head drop. Forehead can rest on the knees. Giving yourself some credit for doing some core work today. And whenever you're ready, you can start to lower yourself down onto the mat. Lowering your back completely. Extending one leg and then the other. Adjusting your shoulder blades to go down the back. Inhale, bringing knees into the chest, and on the exhale, giving them a squeeze. Letting your feet meet the mat. Shift your weight over to the right, shifting your hips, and let both knees fall to the left. Coming into a supine twist, doing whatever arm variation is comfortable for you. I'm going to do cactus arms. But you can always let your arms extend out in a T shape. Whatever is serving you today. Maybe you gaze to the right. Inhale, come back to center completely, readjusting your hips. And then press into the feet, shift your hips to the left now, letting both knees fall to the right. Continuing your arm variations. And maybe gaze to the left side. Coming to rest on the left ear. Just breathing here. Inhale, come back to center, adjusting your hips, extending both legs out. You can leave the arms out wherever they are or extend them down alongside the body, palms face up, closing the eyes, softening the jaw and all the muscles in the face, the spot between your brows. And we'll stay in this Shavasana for a few more deep breaths. And as you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bringing one knee into the chest and then the other. Giving yourself a squeeze. Rocking gently side to side. Keeping the eyes closed, you can fall to the right, using your right forearm as a pillow. Gently press yourself up into a comfortable seat, dipping the chin slightly and bringing the palms to touch at heart center. And we'll take one final deep breath together in through the nose and out through the nose. And you can start to blink the eyes open, coming back into the room. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for day 16. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked today's class, please give this video a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel so you get notified every time I post a new upload and a new class. And if you'd like to support me further, you can go to the link in the drop box below, and you can buy me a coffee and Sonia here a doggy cookie. From my heart to yours, namaste.